Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're checking out the top 8 coolest motorcycles that unfortunately turn out to be a disappointment when you actually ride them. Number 8. Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber perfectly captures the modern cruiser look with its low-slung stance, thick tires, and blacked-out finish that make it stand apart in any crowd. With a price of about $13,000, it seems like the ultimate middleweight cruiser, but the reality hits once you start riding. The riding position feels tight, with foot pegs pushed too far forward and handlebars that bend your wrists and back at awkward angles. Longer rides get tiring fast. Its 1,133cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine delivers plenty of power, but lacks smoothness. Throttle response is jerky, and the heat management is poor, especially in stop-and-go traffic. The suspension travel is short, making every bump feel harsh on your spine. Despite weighing just over 550 pounds, it feels heavier than it should at low speeds and clumsy in parking lots. Over time, fading paint, light rust, and rattling parts show that this bike focuses more on looks than lasting quality. Number 7. Royal Enfield Continental GT. The Royal Enfield Continental GT feels like a blast from the 1960s come alive again. Its cafe racer silhouette, polished chrome, and iconic tank design make it one of the most striking bikes at any local meetup. On first impression, it seems like a perfect blend of nostalgia and simplicity, but things change once you ride it. Priced near $7,000, it might sound like a fair deal for a retro machine, but the experience doesn't really live up to that figure. Its 650cc parallel twin engine reads well on paper, yet refinement falls short, vibrations creep in early, and at highway speeds, comfort fades quickly. The clutch is heavy, the gearbox clunky, and the ride far less smooth than competitors in the same price range. While it offers decent torque, throttle response feels dull, especially when compared to Japanese bikes that cost only slightly more. Many owners report the bike loosens up within 2 years of steady use. Spending $7,000 on something that feels worn that soon isn't what most riders expect, especially in markets where reliability matters. In short, the Continental GT looks stunning when parked, but the magic fades after half an hour on the saddle. Number 6. Yamaha Bolt. The Yamaha Bolt instantly draws attention with its low body and minimalist bobber style. It looks like a compact cruiser meant for city commutes and short weekend rides. With a tag of roughly $8,500, it sounds promising. Until the excitement wears off, the seating feels cramped for tall riders, and the seat itself becomes uncomfortable within 30 minutes. It might look inviting, but real comfort tells another story. Its 942cc air-cooled V-twin engine sounds great but feels sluggish once you leave the city. The strong low-end torque quickly fades, and the engine turns rough under pressure. The clutch is heavy, the gearbox notchy, and the overall stability on highways isn't what it should be for its weight. Crosswinds unsettle it easily. Riders used to Honda or Kawasaki smoothness will likely be disappointed. Maintenance is another concern. Parts are pricey, and finishes like paint and chrome don't age well. Though the Bolt can last up to 40,000 miles with care, it demands more attention than most cruisers. From afar, it looks like a fun little bobber, but living with it exposes its flaws fast. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Street 500. The Harley-Davidson Street 500 was meant to give riders an affordable way into Harley ownership, priced near $7,000. When new, it promised that iconic Harley badge and cruiser vibe without the high price tag. The compact frame and blacked-out look seem appealing at first, but once you ride, the shortcomings become obvious. The Street 500 simply doesn't deliver the solid, confident ride Harley fans expect. Its 494cc liquid-cooled V-twin sounds decent but lacks real punch. Throttle response is soft and power feels uneven, especially in traffic. The gearbox feels clunky, and engine heat becomes uncomfortable even on mild days. On the highway, it feels underpowered and unstable due to its lightweight frame. While the low seat may look inviting, the suspension is stiff and sends every bump right to your back. The build quality is also disappointing. Plastic panels fade, welds look rough, and parts begin rattling after just a few thousand miles. Despite being the budget Harley, maintenance costs stay high, and replacement parts aren't cheap. The Street 500 might have sounded like a smart buy, but it ended up one of Harley's biggest missteps. Number 4. BMW R18. The BMW R18 is a masterpiece to look at. With its chrome-heavy design, long flowing lines, and massive boxer engine, It's a true visual statement. Priced at about $16,000, it looks every bit the premium cruiser, but the illusion fades once you're on the road. At nearly 900 pounds, every low-speed turn reminds you of its heft. For something meant to be relaxed and comfortable, it feels more like a physical challenge. Under the tank sits an 1,800cc air-cooled Boxer twin, BMW's biggest yet. It produces great torque, but the low-speed jerkiness and constant shaking wear you out. Power hits hard but lacks smoothness, and the long wheelbase makes tight corners a chore. The gearbox feels solid but clunky, and mechanical noises are noticeable. Engine heat gets unbearable in slow traffic. Maintenance is just as heavy, with regular service easily topping $500 and even small parts costing a lot. The R18 is undeniably beautiful to look at, but when it comes to comfort and everyday practicality, it falls short. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Iron 883. The Iron 883 has long been Harley's gateway bike, offering a dark, compact design and raw urban appeal. Priced around $11,000, it seems like a decent entry into the Harley lineup. But the ride tells a different story. The low seat, narrow handlebars, and stiff suspension make even short trips feel like endurance runs. Its 883 cc's air-cooled V-twin engine sounds mean but feels old-fashioned. Throttle response is lazy, and vibrations get worse above 60 miles per hour. Shifting gears feels rough, more like forcing metal parts than making clean transitions. While torque is solid, control and comfort lag behind. Heat buildup in traffic is another issue, especially in warm regions. Around 20,000 miles in, riders start seeing loose bolts, rattles, and fading finishes. The Iron 883 looks iconic, but it proves that classic style alone can't make up for a harsh, dated ride. Number 2. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R looks like a street-dominating monster. Bold, muscular, and impossible to ignore. With a price around $16,000, it promises raw power. But that strength comes with trade-offs. Its weight and sheer size make it a handful to manage, especially in traffic. Low-speed turns feel tough, and the long wheelbase makes tight corners awkward. The 1,783cc V-twin engine delivers massive torque, yet throttle control is abrupt, and the clutch feels harsh. The bike vibrates noticeably, and those shakes continue as you accelerate. On highways, it stays stable, but comfort is not its priority. Wind buffeting and back strain are common complaints. After about 25,000 miles, owners often deal with clutch wear, fading paint, and small electrical issues. Though the M109R can last up to 50,000 miles, it needs constant attention. It may look like a powerhouse, but it prioritizes brute force over comfort, often leaving riders more exhausted than thrilled. Number 1. Triumph Rocket 3. The Triumph Rocket 3 stands as one of the most powerful production cruisers ever built, and its $24,000 price tag reflects that. Its massive frame and striking looks make it a true showstopper, but living with it daily tells another tale. Everything about it, from the handlebar reach to the seat height and overall weight, feels oversized. Low-speed maneuvering becomes a challenge. Its 2,500 cc's triple engine produces outrageous torque that feels thrilling at first, but quickly becomes too much to handle. Managing that much power in everyday traffic is exhausting, and its 700-plus pound frame makes tight turns stressful. Even with advanced electronics, it still feels heavy and unpredictable. After about 30,000 miles, owners often report clutch wear, electrical problems, and expensive tire and brake replacements. The Rocket 3 is an engineering marvel, but it proves that without comfort, pure power can turn riding into a chore instead of a joy. And that wraps up today's video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming motorcycle reviews.